Good, everybody. It's your boy Pensman Sports signing in, and as always, I'd like to thank you for commenting, subscribing, everything you guys do, because without you, this channel would be nothing. So, watching the Echo Park NASCAR race, and these guys cannot drive for anything. They've completed 5 laps, and there have already been 3 crashes, but no cautions yet. But, just want to point that out, that there's been 3 accidents already, and I don't like so. Just want to point that out. So, if you the Penguins and the Toronto Maple Leafs, speaking of Toronto, since we're talking about Toronto Maple Leafs, if you guys missed the Elimination Chamber last night, it was interesting. It was a good show, but it was interesting because John Cena turned heel. He's on his way to WrestleMania. Yada, yada, yada. We all knew that was going to happen. So, it is what it is. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you gotta deal with it. So it's nothing too predictable. So I don't know. Wrestling's not what it used to be. I still watch it here and there, but back to what I want to talk about. Not going to take up much of your time. Pittsburgh Penguins and Toronto Maple Leafs just completed their game. Back and forth game, more exciting than yesterday's game. They put 12 goals up, which is exciting. 11 goals, my bad. Final score was 6-5. So I don't know what to say about this team. I don't know what's in the water. Pittsburgh Steelers can't get it done. They go 10-3, and they finish the year out 10-7. Penguins never got hot like the Steelers did. I don't know. People say I'm too sensitive, too mean, too blunt on sport about the Penguins and the Steelers, and look, I tell you guys every day I'm streaming, I do not sugarcoat anything. I tell everybody how it is. I want the people, but if I'm too sensitive or too mean to the Steelers and too mean to the Penguins and too mean to the Yankees, YouTube's a big platform. If I lose you, I lose you. I'm just saying, if I'm too sensitive, too nice, whatever, I'm just saying, I don't know. But Pittsburgh Penguins lose 6-5. We're losing ground. We're in March. This is March 2nd. April's right around the corner, everybody. And if you're not a hockey fan, and you are a hockey fan, everybody that knows hockey, and everybody that's starting to get to know hockey because of me, appreciate it. But April is when the playoffs are. May is when the finals are. And the end of May, beginning of June is when the Stanley Cup finals happen. Time's running out, Penguins. Time's running out. You can put 5 goals up. I don't know if you watched my stream last night, Penguins, but you got to finish it. I told you to put more goals up, and you did. Your forechecking was a lot better, but it's still not good enough to put 2 points up. 1 point a game is not good. That's the equal of 82 points. 82 points is not going to get you into the playoffs. You got to get 90 plus points to get into the playoffs. I don't know what to tell you guys. I honestly don't know what to tell you. Chase Elliott, bad luck continues. Spun out turn 1, lap 1. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the first 5 laps. I'm still watching it, but these, like I said earlier, these guys cannot. I don't like this track. I don't know if you do, JD, but I don't like this track at all. Speaking of roller coaster, thank you, NASCAR. The Penguins are going like this. If you guys go on a roller coaster, you guys buckle up on your seat and you got the bar on you. This is what the Penguins are doing. They're going downward. From 2005 to 2019, they're going up the roller coaster. Now they're going down. But I got good news for everybody. Eventually, the roller coaster's got to go back up and make more turns and make more loops. Guess what? The end of the downward is going to go back up slowly. But when is that coaster going to go back up? Can't help you. Not a big fan. Not enough momentum kept up. Talking about the track. I'm guessing you're talking about this NASCAR race. They're lap 9 out of 95. This is going to take forever. Last night, Tristan Jarry was in my neck of the woods last night. Gave up 5 goals. Congratulations, Tristan Jarry. You're going to make up to the NHL that way. Tristan Jarry gave up 5 goals. Everybody remember when Tristan Jarry came in the league and everybody thought he was going to set the world on fire. He's going to be the next Fleury. He's going to be the next big thing in Pittsburgh. Matt Murray, step aside. Marc-Andre Fleury, you can go now. Yeah, you fans out there wanted Marc-Andre Fleury leave. Tristan Jarry's the answer, Pensman. I'm telling you. Yeah. Tristan Jarry's the answer. At a goal save percentage of .900, going down to .890. We get him down to Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. You got to be consistent as a goalkeeper. You got to be consistent. You got to at least give up 3 goals. If you give up 3 goals, you might win the game. But 5, 4, last night 5. Come on, Jarry, get together. You want to come up and play with the big boys. You want to win their Stanley Cup. You still haven't had a Stanley Cup yet. You haven't even tasted the Stanley Cup yet. Sidney Crosby can talk to you all about it. But once you have it in your hands, you won't know until you feel it. When you feel the Stanley Cup in your hands, it's the greatest feeling in the world. You can hoist it over your head. You can pass it on to the next teammate, and then the teammate skates. It is so awesome to watch. But Tristan Jarry, will you ever feel it? Will you ever experience that moment? The goalkeepers that the Penguins have right now is not doing it. You're not giving them enough time. Oh, I gave them plenty of time. We can't beat the Capitals. We can't beat the Bruins. We can't beat the Maple Leafs. I'm talking about a lot of roller coasters going back and forth, but we cannot be going up and down. The first roller coaster I was talking about, seasons. I have winning seasons, won Stanley Cup finals, yada 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 yada. Divisions, this, that. But you can't keep winning games and losing games. You cannot do that. Stage 1, 10 out of 10 to go. I'm going on a commercial break. I'll be right back. We are back, and the caution flag came out in real life, but everything's starting to get cleaned up, and we're about ready to go back to regular scheduled program. So, kind of had a little issue going on over here, so, but everything's good. We're all cleaned up. We're good to go for the most part. Like I was saying, we gotta beat the Capitals. We gotta beat the Bruins. We gotta beat teams after teams. We can't be win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. We lost 2. We beat the Flyers. Yay. We lose to the Bruins yesterday. We lose to the Maple Leafs today. When are we going to go back to 3-4 wins in a row? And you guys can talk about NASCAR during the chat. I don't care what you talk about. I know NASCAR is going on. It's right in front of me. So if you guys want to talk about the race, so be it. I'm going to keep going and talk about the Penguins. But if you guys feel free, have at it. JD already started it up with, as you can tell, he's talking about Chase Elliott. And he's not a big fan of the track either. He's not enough momentum to keep up with everybody. So if you want to talk about the race, go ahead. Toronto Maple Leafs are a good team. Don't get me wrong, but you got to beat the good teams. Pittsburgh is getting frustrated. Steelers fans, they're getting frustrated. Penguins fans, they're getting frustrated. And there are some Steelers and Penguins fans like me. But there are some fans in Pittsburgh that like both teams. There's fans out there that like all 3 teams. And let's face it, the Pirates are a small team, so they're not going to do much. So don't expect the Pirates to do much, especially whatever we're going through. Right now, we're going through a bad storm in Pittsburgh. Teams where The Steelers lost the team games. The Penguins can't win games. And the Pirates haven't won anything since Barry Bonds left town. So let's just face it, the Pirates are going to be the Pirates because you got my team, the Yankees, then you got the Red Sox, then you got dog crap, and then you got the Pirates. That's what I think about the Pittsburgh Pirates. If they had a better advantage of money, they can go out and maybe get Juan Soto, maybe get somebody. It's just how I feel, but I hope you guys agree with me. If you guys follow baseball enough, you'll understand that there are good teams, there are average teams, and then there's dog crap in the middle, and then underneath there's the low ball teams. Because baseball is not fair to teams that are low ball teams, like the money budget. All teams should be equal. All teams should have the same amount. Yeah, the Yankees are the highest paid budget teams. The Dodgers are close. The Red Sox are close. But the Pirates, they're not even close. The Expos had to move because of this. The Nationals took over the Expos because of what happened with the money situation. If the money situation was equal to all 32 teams, then maybe Pittsburgh and maybe Montreal Expos would still be the Montreal Expos instead of Washington Nationals. I'm just stating a fact there. I'm just throwing that out. But shorts are coming up later. I'm going to throw some shorts out later. I'm going to do some highlights later of the Penguins games. Everybody wants me to do more Penguins games, post-game shows. But overall, it's a good game. It was back and forth. It was exciting. It's just they can't keep a lead. That's the story of the year. We cannot keep leads. You've got to keep a lead. If you can't keep the lead, you can't go anywhere. Same with baseball, you can't go anywhere. Same with NASCAR, you can't. If you can't keep the lead and you don't know how to block, you're not going to win races. Same with baseball, you can't keep a lead. If you have the lead in the seventh inning, you can't do anything in the ninth. There's always going to be that team that come back and beat you because you don't know how to keep the lead. And right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins can't keep the lead for anything. Penguins have the lead 3-2 after one. Then it's 4-4. Then it's 3-3. Then it's 4-4. My bad. 4-4. Then it's 5-4. Then it's 5-5. Then they go in overtime. And momentarily, right as the puck dropped in overtime, like 3-4 seconds, we're going home. JD, if you're still on here, there's two things I got to teach you about hockey. Keeping the lead and momentum. You got to have momentum in hockey, and you got to know how to keep the lead. JD, there's your hockey lesson of the day on March 2nd, if you're still on. And I'm proud of you watching hockey for an hour yesterday. I'm proud of you doing that. I know the puck was highlighted, I think, but you watched hockey for an hour. I'm proud of you for doing that. Penguins need to get their act together. The Penguins are, since 2017, the back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, they have not done a thing. 2016, 2017, they won the finals back-to-back. 2018, 19, all the way up to this year, have not done a thing. They haven't even got close. It's Mike Sullivan's fault. Mike Sullivan needs to be fired. No. Watch the Four Nations. You saw what happened. Mike Sullivan got to the finals. First year in Pittsburgh, he got to the finals. Second year, he made it to the finals. It's not Sullivan's fault, people. I'm telling you. Steelers, it might be Tomlin. Another day. Mike Sullivan's not the problem. He might be a little problem, but we can get a wrench and tighten it up a little bit and make adjustment there. But that's not the major problem. Mike Sullivan is a duct tape situation that we can worry about another day. Above him is the problem. I want to tell you guys a little story. The last GM was all about speed, about this, about that, physicality, speed, this, that. They won Stanley Cups because they put speed players on. He got young Sidney Crosby, got a young Malkin, got a young Letang. They got this player, they got that player, they got this player. Now they're defensive. What happens when you're defensive? You back up. You want to be one sport, you want to be defensive, and that's in fighting, but that's another story for another day. Hockey, you got to be aggressive. You got to strike first, you got to attack, you got to attack, you got to attack. These players that they're putting on the ice is the problem. If we have to rebuild, if Crosby goes out, that's fine. But put players around Crosby that play like Crosby, not players that are defensive. That's why you put hot sauce with mustard. It don't work. It don't. You got to put the right people together as a team unit. That's the problem. You see, in the Army, they have people, they gel together, they train together, they practice together. You got to figure out their strengths. You got to figure out their weaknesses. If you can't figure out their strengths and weaknesses, this is what happens. Let's have some fun. Let's go doing this, and then I'm out of here. "34 shots on goal. They win the face-off percentage. We're 1 for 2 today. Yesterday we were 1 for 7. Hits 13, block shots 13. Hits they had 23. They had 19 block shots. Hit that like, hit that share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you at the next channel. Penguins forget to get this together. Hope you enjoyed it. Penguins post-game show. Penguins lose 5. And I'll see you at the next stream. See ya.